Our topic for today's video is, which is better, Portland or Bend? Hi, my name is NORA Spangler, and I'm a realtor in Bend, Oregon with Rogue Real Estate Sales and Property Management. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've never been to my channel before, I really appreciate you being here. So would you give me a thumbs up and go ahead and click the subscribe button there and hit the bell icon. Then you'll get notified every Wednesday when I do a new video. So if you're considering a move to Oregon, maybe you already live in Oregon and you're just thinking about a potential move. So we're going to compare the much larger city of Portland, Oregon to the smaller town of Bend, Oregon. So let's consider the climate first. The Portland area generally gets about 68 sunny or clear, completely clear days per year. And it is kind of famous for its rain and gray skies. It is very damp. Sometimes they get ice storms in the winter. Every now and then they'll get a snowstorm, but it's pretty uncommon. On the positive side, all that rain makes everything really green. And in Portland, if you want to grow your own vegetables or flowers, you can pretty much do it all year long. There is a very long growing season in Portland. Bend is a high desert climate, so that means we're pretty dry, very dry, I will say. Kind of the static in the air is an issue sometimes. You're going to need lots of body lotion and sunscreen, of course, because Bend is at 3,600-ish feet elevation. So sunscreen is important. You're going to need lots of lotion and sunglasses. If you're thinking about moving to Bend, or it's just even a possibility, why don't you click the link below and grab my relocation guide, and it will give you all kinds of information. In Bend, we have about 170 days of sunshine or clear, 100% clear days, and many more days that are partially clear. So even in the wintertime, we do get a lot of beautiful blue sky, sunny days. We get very little rain here, so maybe 10 or 11 inches per year, and snowfall is about 30-ish inches per year, but it doesn't stack up normally. Now we've had some really crazy snowpocalypse years in the past few years, but on an average year, it doesn't really stack up that much in town. Our growing season in Bend is pretty short. It's kind of July and August is really about it, because before and after that, you could still have a freeze overnight that would damage your plants. Okay, let's talk about the job market. Now, I will have to give this one to Portland. Of course, they have a much larger and more broad and diverse job market there. Bend's job market is mostly based on the tourism industry. So if you want to own some rentals or work at or own a business that caters to tourism, then you might do very well here. We are also a very entrepreneurial town, and so lots of new businesses have come and started here. So I do make the suggestion, if you're thinking of moving to Bend, remote working is great. If you have a job that you can bring with you, that's probably the best option. Or just make sure that you find a job before you make the move. So which town? Bend or Portland do you think has the highest median home price? Bend's median home price has now exceeded Portland's. So Bend's median home price is about $450,000 right now, and Portland's is closer to about $420,000. Let's talk population. Portland, Oregon has about 630,000 people. It's the biggest city in Oregon. Bend, on the other hand, has about just under 100,000 people. I think this next census in 2020 might put us over the 100,000 mark, but right now we're about 95,000 people. So what about recreation? Getting out and enjoying nature, which everyone in Oregon loves to do. It's what our state is known for. So in Portland, Of course, there's plenty of opportunities. There's tons of parks, even within the city limits. And then you've got Multnomah Falls and Mount Hood, and the beach is just a couple hours away. So lots of opportunities to get out and enjoy nature. I will say you'll probably spend more time getting there in Portland, and there will be crowds of people there, more so than in Bend. So on the other hand, Bend's outdoor recreation is probably a little bit closer to town, so it might only take you 20 or 30 minutes to drive to your favorite hiking trail and to get out there and enjoy a good hike, or even snowshoeing or skiing is within 30 minutes from town. And just to highlight, one of my favorite places is about 15 minutes east of Bend, and it's called the Oregon Badlands. And it's just a great place to go for a hike. You'll hardly run into anybody, and you can take your dogs and let them off leash, and they just get to run and play and enjoy the hiking trails in the desert. How do these two cities stack up when it comes to restaurants and bars or beer and distilleries? Well, of course, Portland is larger, so they have more breweries and distilleries and more high-end restaurants for sure. Bend has its share of really nice restaurants and great everyday places to eat. Bend has a large food truck culture, and we have several tap houses where the food trucks just line up on the side and you can get something to drink and pick, whatever food truck you feel like eating from that afternoon or evening, and probably enjoy some music as well. And it's all within, probably 5 or 10 minutes from your house. And Bend has recently added 3 distilleries, different kinds of vodka, gin, all the hard alcohols. And we have my favorite, Tumalo Cider, which is a little town just outside Bend. Tumalo Cider makes some of the best cider I've ever had. So from everything I've talked about, which are you going to choose? Is it going to be Bend or Portland? It's your choice, but if you want to move to Bend, go ahead and grab that relocation guide down below. There's a link, and I'd be happy to chat with you and answer any of your questions. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next week.